and welcome to this episode of My.Drive. In this episode, I'm going to take you on an adventure with Team O'Neill Rally School.
My name's Dave Wallingford.
Awesome.
I'm racing the Fiesta R2T number 28.
Very nice. So, how'd you get into rallying?
I found out about Team O'Neill Rally School and went up for a vacation, just for a fun time, and ended up getting completely hooked on the first day.
Nice. That's awesome. So, this isn't your only M Sport vehicle, is it?
That's right.
Yeah. So
I also have what is now an R200 from last season. That one's seen a few pretty hard seasons and is starting to show its age.
yeah, fair enough. So, you really excited to be driving the new car this year?
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's definitely got some big improvements over the old one. A lot more torque. It's a big thing, but it's got a little baby turbo in it, and anti-lag and launch control, all the goodies. And
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, how are you finding it here in Quebec? Because this is the first time you've been up here for this rally, right?
This is the first time I've done this rally, yeah.
Yeah.
This is I love coming up to Canada and racing up here. It's a great time. The schedule up here is rough. It was a long day at Recce, and it's going to be a long day of racing today.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Your camera setup, it's really interesting that you have like the power lined right into it. So what gave you the idea for that?
Well, the big thing was I just got sick of changing batteries last season.
Yeah.
But I found this company, Harden Power Systems, that make this system specifically for cars and reasons like this. So
Awesome. That's fantastic.
it's been really slick.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you're not racing, what's your day job for those that might not know?
I'm a broadcast sound engineer.
Nice.
I do a lot of broadcasts for sports, OSU football, and Blue Jackets hockey, stuff like that.
Nice, because you're based out of Ohio, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So that must be a really cool, interesting job as well, right?
Yeah, it's something different every day. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today.
yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, Pascal Belbron. I work for Team O'Neill Motorsports.
Awesome. So where are you based out of?
We're in Dalton, New Hampshire, so we're a little bit north of Franconia and Notch, New Hampshire, about an hour and a half from the Canadian border.
Cool. Awesome. So are you originally from the area there?
I grew up in Massachusetts on the North Shore down there, so about 2 or 3 hours from where I am now.
Awesome. So how did you get involved with Team O'Neill?
Started with did some co-driving for a couple people that worked there, and then they had a need for some service crew help, and did a few years like as a subcontractor, doing service crew work, and then after a couple years doing that, ended up full time.
Awesome. That's fantastic. So how did you get involved in rally in the first place?
Started off with small, rallycross with SCCA, and there's a really good local hill climb series that I started doing, and kind of met people through that, and that's how I ended up doing some of the co-driving that started with, where I met some people at Team O'Neill, and kind of snowballed from there.
Awesome. So do you still get to go out and do some rallycross and some rally here?
I do a little bit. I haven't been doing a whole lot of rallycross the last few years, but I try and do as many hill climbs as I can, and I've also started doing more of the rally sprints they've been doing with SCCA.
Awesome.
In the inland.
So what cars are you using for those?
I've got a 1985 Saab 900 that I built a few
That's
years ago.
That's amazing.
That's what I've been using for that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, there's probably not too many Saab 900s out out there at those events.
Not a ton of them. There's a couple around that still make it out every now and again, but
that's good.
Don't see too many anymore.
Yeah, like we don't see many at all in Canada. I can't remember the last time I actually saw one.
Probably the last one that might have been John, who was servicing with us this weekend.
That's awesome. Well, the salt up here eats away at the older cars.
Yep.
That's for sure. Steel had its time, not anymore. But yeah, so what is it that you do at the Team O'Neill Rally School?
I'm the motorsport manager, so I'm kind of just in charge of the motorsports or the rally stuff that we do through Team O'Neill. And we've got customers that we prepare cars for and take to events to service for them, and sort of run our ride and drive type programs.
Cool.
For them.
Cool. So one of the things I know that a lot of people probably don't understand, and I, to be quite honest, I didn't have a really good comprehension until I started going out to rallies, is how much time and effort it really takes to set up. So, like, your typical rally,
Yep.
run me through the timeline of, from someone saying, hey, I want to go to this rally, what are the steps that you kind of go through?
Say a car gets back from an event and we know it's got to go to another event. The re-prep on the car, which is just standard work to get it ready again, assuming there's no real damage to the car, takes about 30 man hours.
Wow.
There's typically anywhere from a day to 3 days maybe of packing the trailer, depending on where we're going, what state it was in when I started, and how much stuff has to get changed out depending what cars we're bringing and stuff. Then there's quite a bit of work in terms of preparation for the event itself, as far as logistics and booking hotel rooms, travel, stuff like that. And we do some of that. Some of the co-drivers will take care of some of that stuff as well. And that will, again, vary depending on the event, but it can add up to quite a few hours as well.
For sure.
In terms of prep for that type of stuff.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about the rally school itself.
Really cool place. It's a pretty large facility. I think they have about 600 acres or so, with I think it's something like 6 miles of roads that they have built purposely for that, with 2 open skid pad areas where all the training starts, so really open areas where you've got room to make mistakes and stuff like that. And then a lot of the roads that you get onto later as you do more days are much more technical and tight, kind of through the forest, and a lot of elevation change as well, which is really fun.
Cool.
But they've got a lot of different types of drivetrains, so front wheel drive, all wheel drive, rear wheel drive cars, and they do a really nice job taking you through all the steps as far as learning how to control those different types of vehicles, and start off with some more basic stuff on the days 1 and 2, and then if you do a 3, 4, or 5 day school, you kind of get into some more advanced techniques and onto some of the more advanced roads as well.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do in your spare time to kind of have fun? Like, do you work on cars more? Like, is it just working on cars the entire time?
Yeah, either doing stuff for hill climbs or rally sprints and stuff like that, or I grew up on the water, so as much as I can, I try and get down and do some sailing and boating and stuff like that.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you very much.